Welcome to the WonderDome.
The only podcast about who would win in the world.
There are no others, and if there were, Az would win.
Exactly.
Let me make sure the mic is nice and central so you can hear both of us.
Good idea. Sorry.
And no moving the mic past now.
Yep.
And I apologise for that.
I'm gonna move away a little because my voice can get very loud.
Yeah, you're a loud boy.
Yeah, I'm a very loud boy. All right, so we are going to be going through a list of who would win scenarios from which we have either come up with ourselves or taken from the Who Would Win Reddit.
That's right.
And
or mix and matches.
I feel like we might be stealing a little, but
no, but I don't know. We're doing this for fun because we ask ourselves this question all the time.
Exactly.
And it's also a really good platform for talking about characters, which we're both a big fan of.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of characters. Like no one else.
So we're a big fan of the study and development and the kind of like the way characters work in any given franchise. I am, at least.
I'm not. I hate people and characters.
Mm-hmm. You do hate people.
Yeah.
Misanthrope.
Anyway, should we get on with the...
Just quickly, misanthropism versus misogyny. Go. Who would win?
Ooh, that is a difficult
one. What's a stronger negative force on Earth?
I think misanthropism...
Pause, mic move. There you go.
I think misanthropism, is that how...
it's
we don't even know the
word
for it.
I believe I could be wrong. Yeah, I think it's it's something like misopantry.
Misopantry, yeah. Well, whatever that is, I think that because it's more universal general concept. Exactly.
I think that it's the kind of thing where misogyny is not necessarily in everyone, but
misanthropy is a very inherent human thing. I think.
Yeah.
And would affect, and even if you could feasibly get rid of most misogyny from the world. I mean, but you could. There's no way you could ever get rid of.
You could even argue that.
Although maybe that's why misogyny is a bigger problem because it's we can solve it. So
yeah, I think misopantry is the other side of the coin from maybe independence. So it's one of those things where it's like it's next to our joys and what do you call it, like the way we progress is also like some very tricky issues.
Yeah,
do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah. Okay, first one we agree with.
Cool.
Let's go on to the actual ones that we wrote down.
That's 1 point to what I'm going to do is I'm going to write down all the winners, and then we're going to have a big battle royale at the end and see who wins out of those.
Wait, that means misanthropy or whatever is going to be fighting like
Batman. And
exactly. That's going to be hilarious to watch. Batman versus depression. Who wins? Well.
Oh, I think it's depression every time.
Depression never loses.
Yeah. If it did, it wouldn't be a problem anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
if there was
it sounded really depressing. I think it wouldn't be.
We've already started a very somber note for our podcast
anymore.
Yeah. Anyway, let's start with the actual. That was not one of the actual questions. Let's get on to it.
All right, now. Number 1 or number 2, Wolverine versus Black Panther.
Oh, that's like MCU versus they're the movie ones, right? I assume because I
think that you have to just take the generalized form of both.
I think that. I mean, I am going to base it just off the movie ones because I haven't read any of the Wolverine comics or the Black Panther ones, so I really can only talk from that perspective for myself.
Just go from this general point, like what would people think of when they think of both characters in the majority?
The core, I mean, okay, the features I'm going to go with is that Wolverine, he can regenerate.
Yeah.
But the thing is, in the comics, he has like insane regeneration abilities though. Like I think there's a point where he regenerates.
He generally does.
He is like in the comics, remember he like almost dies, but he like regenerates himself from a bone or something.
Oh.
Well, maybe that's Deadpool, but I think that's Wolverine.
Just go from the most common perception of both characters in the eye of the public.
All right. Well, okay. In that case, in my opinion, it would be that Wolverine has, he is regeneration, but the regenerative abilities that he can like just quickly heal wounds, stuff like that. Like he won't be killed quite by what a normal person would, unless it's like a bullet to the brain, in which case he probably would die.
Yep.
Oh, 1 second. Sorry, someone was just at the door. Anyway, what was I going to say? Wolverine, he has the ability to regenerate, but like he could still die from pretty regular things, like no oxygen, dies, bullet to the brain, dies, gets stabbed in the heart, probably dies.
Well, in a way, in any incarnation, like constant lack of oxygen would just perpetually kill him.
Yeah, you're right. And I think
same with a meat grinder that feeds into itself.
Apart from that, he is an adamantium skeleton.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he has adamantium claws. He's very well trained in martial arts. He's pretty smart. That's pretty much.
Is he smart?
He's tactically he's smart.
I thought he was one of the dumb heroes.
He's dumb. He doesn't know like science or anything. He's not like Hank
Yeah.
But he's pretty smart.
He was a soldier.
At least in a lot of the things I've seen him, especially like cartoons and stuff, he's very much portrayed as someone who's tactically very well versed.
Right. He was a soldier.
Yeah, exactly.
I think he was a soldier.
Okay,
he was a soldier. Yeah.
Black Panther. He is adamantium. He actually has adamantium core things as well.
Well, growing out of the skin.
Yes. No, they're like little things he tips his gloves with, I think.
Oh, okay.
He's pretty strong. He's I think he's like peak human strength.
Yeah.
The more I'm thinking about this, the more I think Wolverine just wins. I don't know if there's really much...
How light is adamantium?
I'm assuming it's pretty heavy.
Right, because wouldn't necessarily...
Just a quick disclaimer, by the way. We won't know what we're talking about all the time at all in this podcast.
This is
very much our impressions.
This isn't based on who would win. It's based on who would win in a battle about misconceptions about
the world. Exactly.
So it's like my version of Wolverine.
Yeah, and, if you are looking for factually accurate versions of who would win, this is not.
Then you probably don't have a life, and should leave.
Too far, Will. Those are our viewers. Those are our...
Oh, I'm sorry.
If
you want exact objective data on what heroes win in a world where they don't even cross over universe-wise, then you should go somewhere else.
Good job. Was
that more polite?
That was way more polite. Bueno.
Maybe a book could help you with such.
Not a podcast, though.
No.
Anyway, let's get on with our... So who do you think would win, then? Who would win?
To be honest with you, I don't... What my point is Wolverine stronger than not normal, but stronger than the human ranges of how strong you can be. Because that's very important. Because if I don't know what Black Panther's powers are.
No, he's not. They're both, I think, just at like strongest human level.
So if they're strongest human level, but adamantium is heavier, is pretty heavy.
But it's coating his skin, so he's protected as well.
Isn't he necessarily encumbered at all times?
True, yes. Although he has been shown to be able to move very quickly.
Right.
So in terms of actual, like...
then therefore you have to imagine he's stronger than human ranges.
Yes.
So he is stronger than human ranges.
Or at least he's strong enough that, whatever it means, he's strong enough that he can move well with adamantium.
In the video game, I've seen him jump from ground level to where a helicopter was flying 20 meters up and then stab the driver through the windscreen. And it was a really cool part of the video game. There's a game called Wolverine Origins, by the way. And I played the demo of it, and I thought it was one of the coolest action games. Not that I've ever played, but it was a really cool action game.
I never tried that, I don't think.
I don't think it was... I never really heard of it since. I'm pretty sure the actual game generally wasn't that good, but when you just like a collection of the mechanics, and you can do sort of small fun things in a game.
Yeah.
I just did that a bunch with the demo. It was really good.
So I don't know. I'm going to say I think Wolverine will win. I think he has the advantage.
So Black Panther has a sword.
He has claws that are like adamantium.
I'm pretty sure he has a back.
I think he might have regenerative abilities as well.
I'm pretty sure Black Panther has a sword on his back, right?
Does he?
Yeah, he does. He has a sword. I'm fairly certain. Although, does he have a sword?
Are you getting confused?
He's got a grappling hook. He's got hand claws.
Are you sure you're not thinking of a different character?
Black Panther's got. Have I seen him with a sword before?
I think you might be imagining that. I don't think
I've never read him.
I'm basing this almost entirely off my Civil War Avengers movie knowledge.
What can he do?
He can jump around and move fast, and he has good instincts. I think he has like kind of Spider Sense-ish type stuff. Is he
sort of regenerative Batman?
No, because he doesn't have the gadgets at all.
But in terms of just being he's a good hand-to-hand combatant.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't think he has much. I think he does have regeneration powers though.
I'm gonna give it to Wolverine based on this conversation, but I think that
I think there's more about Black Panther that
we'd need to know.
Yeah, exactly. We picked a kind of bad starting one.
Yeah, it's a character we know half about.
Again, I'm sure that's going to be completely factual.
Screw it, I like talking
no one's
about
going
it.
to correct us at all. Actually, that's an assumption itself.
In the anime, I'm pretty sure there's a bit where
anime?
There's a Wolverine anime. And
wait,
really
what?
Good. There's a Wolverine anime, and there's a bit where he
I thought you were just.
I think it's the anime, but I think what he does is he shoots out his claws, like Gin Ichimaru from Bleach, Blade style, into people across rooms.
That is fucking awesome.
It's really cool.
Anyway,
if it is the anime, because the thing about talking about comic books is that everyone knows way more than you.
Yeah.
So it's like someone's going, well, technically speaking, that was a comic book issue.
In the Golden Age, you're technically correct because Superman could lift 20 pounds
20 buses. Now, the thing about lifting 20 buses, if you contrast it with, you can move the whole Earth off its axis. Even if that 20 buses was the limits of his strength, he must have had a 2.5 increase in strength from that exponentially. I live alone.
Help me.
I shouldn't tease.
Yeah, no, we couldn't make fun. We don't. We just to clarify, we don't mean this in actually a way that we're.
Yeah,
I'm
a guy who lives with his parents and plays video games and reads comic books all the time.
Yeah,
so don't.
Don't
worry about it.
Most self-deprecating.
Yeah, I was teasing myself.
Anyway, let's go to the next one. Yeah.
Okay, Batman versus Palpatine.
Ooh, I'm excited for this one.
Here's the main problem with Batman is that what most of Batman's technique is not to like fight people; it's to prepare to the point where he can almost definitely win.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, do we give him prep time?
That's what I'm wondering because in the WonderDome, people are plucked straight from the streets, man. He's teleported out of out of Wayne Manor or the Batcave or fighting goons or whatever he's doing, and he's put right in front of Palpatine.
Does Batman know anything about Palpatine in this scenario?
No, but then...
Do they know anything about each other? Do they have any knowledge beforehand? Or do they just not... Are they just plucked in there and told...
So what we're asking is do universes collide, or are they just put in a kind of...
Yeah, sterile environment and kind of...
Let's say universes collide and they're both in their own... They're both in a connected universe where they have to fight.
I think it depends how the Force would... No, I think Palpatine would win, actually. I think like Batman would not off the cuff. He wouldn't really have much because anything he could do could be countered by Palpatine's like force powers. Yeah. Like he throws something at him.
But I think that Batman would quickly become a Jedi in a world of Jedi.
He would. If you put him in the Jedi world, he would become the best Jedi. Batman Jedi.
Yeah.
That's like the coolest idea ever. That's such.
Oh yeah, that is cool. Also, don't forget Palpatine has a...
Palpatine.
You're a bit far away from the mic, I think.
Oh, am I? Oops.
Yeah. Don't forget Palpatine has the Empire.
But we're assuming...
And assuming Darth Vader.
But then if you assume that, then Batman has the Bat family, and like you could...
you can.
argue Justice League as well.
But Palpatine has an Empire.
Superman would probably be able to take out the whole of them.
I don't know, an army.
I think Superman Silver Age
Star
Superman.
Destroyers, TIE Fighters.
There are some versions of Superman that can literally move solar systems.
Darth Vader.
Again, there are some versions.
I don't know.
Like if we're taking the general, like Superman is such a very like.
No. Batman.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying that if you're including.
Oh, you'd also get Superman, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's like a whole different question.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying it should just be limited to just Palpatine versus just Batman and not like the Empire or anything involved.
The Batman would win.
I disagree.
If Palpatine can't use any no ground troops, no land cruisers, Star Destroyers, or Star Cruisers, or whatever they're called, and then no TIE Fighters and no Stormtroopers and no other...
A better question probably Darth Vader versus Batman, honestly. Well, actually, no,
Palpatine... But that's not the question at
hand.
I know. You know, the question is... Okay, so Palpatine has Force Lightning, he has exceptional Force powers.
So he can... But the thing is, like, Palpatine... It's been shown that, like, people with Force powers to Darth Vader's extent... To Darth Vader's, like, level of control.
Yeah.
And we assume that, for the sake of argument, Palpatine has... the same or more or greater force powers as Darth Vader.
Yeah.
They've been shown to like be able to reflect laser bullets and like stop things midair. Like anything Batman could physically throw at him, any of his gadgets would be useless. So it would just come down to hand-to-hand combat. And in that case, he could just force push him.
But has he become a Jedi and has he found... Because like I think...
I assume this was in a
Wayne Tech Batman can't counter the Force, but Wayne Tech can counter the Force.
True. I'd agree with you. However, I assume this was a scenario where they both just get put in there with no prior knowledge. Because if you're talking about with
no prior knowledge, and Batman's just in like a standard Batsuit.
That's why I assume.
Does Batman get the Batmobile?
No. Actually,
but then why would he? Why would he be allowed Batarangs in a Batsuit if he wasn't?
Because the Batmobile is not something he carries around with him. Like he would, unless he was plucked out and they decided to take him with the Batmobile. The Bat gadgets are like things that he carries around with him anyway. So
well, if that is a distinction. Yeah, okay, fine.
Alright.
It's so tough.
It is a tough one.
Because you gotta imagine, like, Palpatine's throwing out, like, big arcs of lightning, right? And he's keeping it at bay with the Force, and then Batman's just dodging it, and then he throws... Like, but then he gets one lucky Batarang in.
He'd never get that lucky Bangarang, because he could just Force push it away. He could stop him from even grabbing it.
If he throws it at a wide enough arc, right? Considering he has a high enough accuracy, right? He's being tossed around by Force all like the Force all the time.
Okay.
Big beams of like big arcs of Force lightning coming his way, and he throws one batarang around the side of the WonderDome, and he hits Palpatine on the back. Palpatine goes down. Batman can get there in a matter of seconds. One punch from Batman, and Palpatine's gone.
I can see there being a situation where Batman wins. I don't think it's completely like.
You just think it's a mongoose versus snake 9 times out of 10?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's like 8 times out of 10.
Yeah, maybe.
Palpatine wins would be my guess. Maybe even more, but probably around 8.
I was always assuming that it would be extended universes, in which case Batman would win. But in the WonderDome,
does he have his whale spray? Does he have like his
does
he if he's Adam West Batman?
Does he have
anti-Palpatine spray?
Does he have anti-Sith spray?
Yeah, you look through his like utility belt. It's like anti-whale spray, anti-Jedi spray. Oh, we go anti-Sith spray. Perfect.
Oh, so funny. Why not have anti-lose ever spray?
Yeah, actually, no. You know, I'm gonna give this to Batman because if we're talking all incarnations, Adam West Batman would always win.
Well, then, if you're talking about that like that, then the hero always wins.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
So
I know
it's like
yeah. No, okay, fine. Yeah, no, Palpatine still wins. I just find it funny that like that Adam West Batman would like.
So what are we thinking?
The idea of
he forces him down, and then he lightning strikes him to death.
Something to that extent, yeah.
Yeah, he wins.
Okay, next one.
Yeah,
because we're
agreed that extended universe Batman wins.
I guess, yeah. I mean, I don't know too much about extended universe Batman, but I'd assume with your knowledge that I'll trust your judgment on it.
And the Empire. I don't know. If I was asked that question, I'd have to. I think I could figure it out. I just need more time.
Okay. Much like Batman.
Yeah. All right. Quentin Tarantino versus Spike Lee.
You bastard. Is this like a fist fight or a movie making contest?
Ooh, good question. Let's do both.
Okay.
Okay.
I have no idea. Okay, I'm gonna sound awful here, but I don't think I don't know if I've seen a Spike Lee movie before.
I have
not out of attempt. I just don't think I have not out of like any trying.
They're a little stiff and they're very long and they don't fit narrative structure all the time.
Maybe I have what are they called. Are they called?
Do the right thing was one. God, what did he? I think I've seen 2 Spike Lee films, and I know the sort of general conception around him, perception of him, and
then maybe it's best we just talk in terms of fist fight because I know what Spike Lee looks like.
I think that Quentin Tarantino is kind of a wimp.
Really, you think so?
I think he'd be crap. I think most modern directors could beat him in a fist fight. I think George Lucas could. I think Spielberg couldn't because Spielberg's old now, but George Lucas is huge. But he looks like he'd be like. He looks like in a video game he'd have like a really high HP in my opinion. Like he's kind of bulky and he's got a bit of a belly on him. He looks like a kind of tank. Whereas like,
you think Quentin Tarantino wouldn't really stand much of a chance?
He'd be a weak DPS in my opinion. That's what I think.
He'd be like a Sombra or something.
He'd be like a very immobile Genji. I don't think he'd be good in a fist fight. I don't. I think there's a reason why he makes films. I guess, or like there's a reason because like you hear all that stuff about like the fact that he would just watch film after film as a kid, and he didn't go to school and all that stuff. Mm. He just seems like kind of a nerd to me, and I love Quentin Tarantino's films. And
he's the best kind of nerd, the kind of nerd that makes things that is useful to society.
But also a fairly typical kind of nerd in that he's dog shit in a fight. Whereas Spike Lee, I think he's got. Firstly, Spike Lee hates Quentin Tarantino.
Oh yeah,
he has way more anger than Tarantino could ever have
for Spike Lee.
For anyone, I mean,
for anyone.
He's like he might be. I think he's up there with like he's possibly top 5 angriest people in Hollywood.
Who's number 1?
Who's number 1? It might be Spike Lee. I don't know. He's not.
He's up there. Okay, let's move on to the next question because I kind of agree with you on this.
Spike Lee wins.
Yeah. Okay. Spike Lee wins.
Okay. Gordon Ramsay versus Jesus.
Oh. The computer's going off. Oh no. Okay. Gordon Ramsay versus Jesus. Oh yeah. I remember putting this one on and not sure if it would be a good idea or not, but I think it's one of the ones directly from Reddit. I think. Okay. Here's my argument. Right. I don't think Jesus has much in terms of feats, right? Like everyone, now hear me out.
Ooh.
Hear me out. This is gonna sound slightly.
People are gonna hate that.
What can he do in a fight, right? He can turn water. All we know about him is he is the son of God. That sounds great. You know, you have sons of gods which are literal like titans like Perseus, Odysseus. Oh wait, is Odysseus? I can't remember if Odysseus is or not. Fucking Hercules. All these people sons of gods are like half human that are like the strongest motherfuckers ever, right? But Jesus, he can turn water into wine.
He was more of a prophet than he was a strong character.
Exactly. But that's why I think Gordon Ramsay, with all his infinite hatred and like
the fact that he was a footballer as well.
Was he?
Yeah,
really.
Gordon Ramsay was a footballer.
Another point to Gordon Ramsay.
So he's pretty athletic, and
also, if Jesus started turning Gordon Ramsay's like water into wine, I think he'd be really fucking mad.
What if he turned his like stomach acid into wine?
Would he be able to do that though? Really?
I don't know. In the Jesus law, there weren't many.
Just we haven't seen Jesus. We don't know how Jesus' powers of turning water into wine interact with the human biology. Is the only problem I'm seeing. Like,
all I know is that it would be instant KO if all your stomach acid got turned into wine.
True. If that is the case, on that condition,
all
then
that stuff
Jesus
starts metabolizing, and you get like pretty much as drunk as a person can get as quickly as they can get it.
Yes.
Which would be hilarious. How funny would that be? Like, instant.
But
wiped out.
That would make Gordon Ramsay stronger because he'd be now drunk and angry.
No, that's like the drunk you need to make a whale drunk.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, so I don't
think he'd get punch drunk.
I think conditional on the fact that he can't turn water into wine, into like stomach acid into wine.
Would it be the kind of thing where it's like Jesus kind of escapes the point of the game, where it's like he lets Gordon Ramsay win and he comes back and wins the moral victory, and then he kind of ruins Gordon Ramsay through kindness. And then he comes back and like he's just
but in the WonderDome, that's not what qualifies.
that shit does not fly in the WonderDome.
In the WonderDome, all right. Yeah. Okay, next one. I think.
Wait, you've chosen Gordon Ramsay, have you?
Yeah, I've chosen Gordon Ramsay. I think it's one of those ones.
It's a weird game because it's like, are we talking about like what Jesus probably was, which was like a very short.
We're talking about
Arabic
physical
prophet.
Power.
Okay, Gordon Ramsay wins.
Yeah, exactly.
It was weird to say.
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay beats Jesus in a fight. Next one.
Iron Man versus Green Lantern.
Oh, this is one of the ones that requires knowledge, and I'm going to be instantly useless at. Wait, are we talking? Is this just again general conception of them, or are we talking a specific?
I think Iron Man.
Iron Wang.
Iron Wang in general Iron Wang clothing, he wins because the thing is that. Green Lantern can fly.
Oh wait, is this Hal Jordan Green Lantern as well? Okay.
No, the most general one. Gordon Green Lantern can fly, and he can make any structure like instantly. But the thing is that I don't think he can make a structure for big enough or long enough that would survive. He'd have to survive for a long time, in which case he would starve, so he'd lose. In my opinion. Because he can make a giant shield around him for as long as he wanted, but then he has like a human constraint of having to live.
It's like,
live.
I think Iron Man is too tough to. I don't know. Maybe I would just give it to Iron Man, but I'm not. I don't really know enough about Green Lantern. I don't think to really go.
Green Lantern, the ring can project any solid structure.
I know his basic powers.
And he can fly.
I just think that there's I remember reading about there being very very significant difference in the power of individual Green Lanterns, and I know this is where I think generalizing kind of is I don't know.
But we have to go with the fun of the game and start generalizing as much as we want to.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, no, okay, I'll give it to Iron Man. I don't know if there's more just because I think that Iron Man he's especially if he kind of. I think just the pure destructive power at his disposal is further than the Green Lanterns. But that might just be, I don't know. That's what my gut says. I'm just going my gut with this one.
I think the Green Lantern could defend infinitely, but except for human hunger. So he would have to drop shield eventually. And Iron Man could potentially...
Iron Man has limited energy for his suit though, doesn't he? So isn't that the same?
Good point. How many... Yeah, that's not a bad point. How many days is it? How much time is it?
Although, I don't know. No, he is an arc reactor or something, doesn't he? In the movies, at least.
Yeah.
It's the same for the comics, but he can be. It's self-powered.
Oh no, he has to change frequently the core of it though. Otherwise, the shrapnel gets to his heart.
Yeah, but that I think takes longer than hunger though.
It is a time thing. I don't think it is. Actually, I think what would happen is that Hal Jordan could defend until his heart, the magnet keeping of the shrapnel from his heart runs out, which actually happened, which he changed quite a lot in the movies.
Yeah.
And eventually, he'd drop down, and then Hal Jordan could have his way with him.
Yeah. Whoa.
In a fight way, in a violent way.
Of course. Anyway, next one.
Lex Luthor versus Sherlock Holmes.
Okay, this is where the WonderDome thing is kind of like confusing to me because
we'd have to change the arena for this.
Yeah, exactly. Because this is not a fist fight, is it?
Battle for supremacy, generally speaking.
So this is more like
No, it's Sherlock in his role as a detective.
Against Lex Luthor his role as a villain.
Sure, he's taken a personal interest in what Lex Luthor is doing, and he wants to solve the case of. I guess maybe he's annoyed him personally, and like Lex Luthor's kind of doing what he did in the Batman vs Superman film, where he's irritating people and he's trying to push them into fighting him and beating them eventually in a way that's very Flash, and then obviously the world's greatest detective has to solve that.
Well, I'm imagining Lex Luthor. I mean, Lex Luthor from the anything. I mean, the movie. I don't know. I don't want to get a whole discussion about Lex Luthor in the movie, but I don't think it's really quite the same as the. It's definitely not the same.
I think you have to come forward others than Mike.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't think it's really the same as Lex Luthor from other media because other times I've seen Lex Luthor, whether it be from comics or like the cartoons I've seen him a lot in. He's very he's more of a businessman. He's not like a crazy person. Like in the movie, he is. He's
crazy.
He's crazy, but he's not a lunatic. He's not a lunatic. He's rational. He's no. Hear me out. He's
logical.
He's logical in the sense that he is a businessman, right? He's not he doesn't have this persona of being this absolute maniac. He's more of someone who just is a kind of a pragmatist, but not really. And he does have he does have things that he obsesses over, like Superman and getting, but it's all ultimately because he wants to he wants Superman to not stop him from doing bad things. It's not. I don't think it's quite the same as the movie, so it's very difficult.
Can we do the movie one? Because the movie one's a lot more interesting.
Okay, fine.
Because in the movie, he's not even. And yes, technically he is a businessman, but it's such an unimportant part of the film.
It's not the focus.
In the film, he's actually trying to make Batman accountable for his actions. Superman accountable for his actions, right? And let's say that he maniacally takes on the challenge of facing off with the world's greatest detective, and he starts shutting down all his cases one after the other, right? Forcing Sherlock Holmes to come at him. Who comes out on top?
I think the answer to this might come down to our different perceptions on the movie Batman versus Superman in that case.
I think Sherlock wins.
I see. Oh, okay, no, maybe not then, because I think that Lex Luthor in Batman versus Superman is wacky and annoying and not a good, not even a good villain as in well written. I mean a good villain as in coming up with a feasible plan. So I think Sherlock wins.
Don't forget Lex Luthor does win in the movie in a way.
I know, but that's only because the movie requires it. I see this thing happening in the Sherlock universe, and I see Sherlock seeing through it in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that was my initial point, but I think actually what you're it's really hard because with intelligence it's really abstract. And it's hard to know who is the greater genius when they're both
when they're coming from
intelligence.
They're coming from very different sets of rules in terms of movie universes as well.
Right.
It's not the same.
So in a much more sort of I think a much more complex world of Sherlock Holmes, where I think he would win, but only because his universe is written that way, where it's basically he has to overcome bigger challenges than Lex Luthor all the time, because Lex Luthor's essentially a character for younger people and. A character in a comic book universe where his main adversary is Superman. Yeah. Who's,
Yep. So I think we both kind of agree then. Yeah. Okay. Next one.
Bleach Lieutenants. Okay.
Oh, I like this one.
I have a really good point.
Okay. No, wait. No, we have to. We haven't really explained it properly. I don't think yet.
Okay. So basically, it's who is the strongest lieutenant and
in all of Bleach.
In all of Bleach.
Who'd win in a fight if all the no, because it's not just who's the strongest.
If there was a tournament of one-on-ones, who would come out on top?
Wait, no, I thought it was a free for all.
No, I want to do a tournament.
Okay, fine. Tournament sounds good as well. I don't really mind, but in that case,
let's run it through a few different scenarios, right? Because I have some. Okay.
This is going to be completely. You might well skip this bit if you haven't watched Bleach, because it's going to be completely ununderstandable.
Oh yeah,
and it's going to take way too long to explain them all.
Yeah, when Leo edits, he'll put in a skip to and then time to skip to.
Yeah, because this is again definitely one where you'd need to watch Bleach before.
Okay.
Bleach before
There'll be lots of these in the program where you can program the podcast where you can skip bits. Okay, here are my thoughts on this. Right.
Yeah.
So we know that energy wise, the strong in terms of Kido pressure, the strongest lieutenant is Renji, or possibly the bald guy. What's his name?
Wait, Is this like pre? Also, when
No,
is this just? Can we just for the sake of
this is Ichigo era. This is
yeah,
not.
that's what I was going to say.
This
End
is
of
not,
Soul Society.
This
Arc,
is not
beginning of Soul
This
Society.
is not
arc,
Vizard era. This is this is.
No, I get you. I understand. Yeah.
And actually, this is kind of a good one
Renji
because
has his Bankai, so Renji would clearly win, wouldn't he?
you'd think that. But I have an answer to that in a
okay,
second. But
so-
okay, so who's the bald guy?
What do you mean the bald guy?
Who's the bald lieutenant with the dragon spears?
The dragons.
11th.
Oh, no, he's not Lieutenant Ikaku. You mean?
Oh, is he not? Oh yeah, the pink head goes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Ikaku is.
Okay, you think Renji would win because he's got the strongest ki to pressure as represented by the fact he has Bankai,
Yeah.
but that's not necessarily true because his Bankai is countered pretty strongly by another lieutenant's like Shikai.
Which one's that?
The blonde guy,
The blonde.
the guy with the L-shaped sword that can make anyone's sword heavier.
Of course.
Imagine if he blocked once. What would he do? Okay.
Okay, I have a counter argument for that. Assuming Renji, it's shown before that Renji and I think his name was Ikaku.
Yeah.
Ikaku, yeah. It's shown that he and Ikaku were friends.
Mm-hmm.
That is shown they know each other.
Yeah.
Therefore, they'd know each other's ability. Okay, Renji would know Ikaku's Shikai, right?
Yeah.
Renji's bamboo king Bankai thing has an attack where it shoots a massive fuck off laser beam. He could just use that.
I was
going
gonna
to
say that. Like,
yeah.
If he could use that.
Yeah.
If that attack doesn't go through, and neither does the one where all of his blades go up in the air and they all launch themselves independently at the enemy, that's a big if. But if that doesn't, I think the blonde guy has a real good shot of winning.
Sure.
Because if he hits
but then who else? Could he beat? But then like this is where it's kind of like it depends on the tournament, like the way it goes. Because like while I do think the blonde guy could beat Renji, like no, I think you're right. You actually have a really good point. I think there is a chance he could beat Renji because of that. Like it would directly counter his almost.
I have a counterpoint to my point.
It might be the same thing I'm about to say, but
Yeah.
how would he beat? There are other lieutenants who could beat the blonde guy. I think. Like doesn't
Oh, like the dust lady.
yeah, Rangiku. In fact, I'm pretty sure they do fight, and it never shows the result.
I think the blonde guy comes out on top in that fight though.
Really?
Because she's not Shikai yet, but then she's about to do something kind of like very very in a very rushed, stupid way, a foolish way, if you will.
foolish endeavor.
And he puts his sword to her throat and stops her, or something like that.
Okay, even if Rangiku specifically wouldn't be able to beat him, although I don't know about that, I think there are still like I'm trying to think because I know like I'm pretty sure there are lieutenants that could beat his fairly like without much hassle.
But don't forget, it's not just a battle
I think Yachiru could probably. Actually, we never really see what she can do, so maybe that's not fair.
No, but she is like insanely strong.
She is shown to be pretty fucking powerful for like being a lieutenant.
Yeah. I think you say for being a girl, I was like,
being a woman.
No. Yeah. To be honest with you, I think
maybe the guy who makes the big fucking boulder
thing. It's not just a Shikai off though, is it? Because it's also a It's
Hardo.
It's also like a power battle because. Okay, let's say that the blonde guy weighs down Renji's Bankai so hard that he can't use it anymore.
Yeah.
He's still captain level, or the guy's still lieutenant level, right?
But he doesn't have his sword.
Doesn't matter because with Hardo and all, I read a book. Said all.
I read a Bleach book.
Humble brag.
This is where your deep
had nothing to do with
knowledge
Bleach.
of lore. Yeah.
Still read a book. I'm leaving. No,
I am the greatest. I am the true intellectual.
I've read as many as one book.
I once read a book called George Orwell's Theory on Marxist Relativism, and it said that you are wrong.
Okay, good.
Specifically, it's just a book, and then it says Will is wrong in like Comic Sans text.
I
didn't say our names yet.
Oh,
I'm Leo.
I'm Davros. No, I'm
Davros. I am Zorgon.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's a villain from Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, vaguely, I think. Wait, what villain was that? We should have a Doctor Who in one of these.
Yeah, we should. Actually, Sherlock Holmes versus Doctor Who is a much more interesting question.
Oh, should we just do that now?
Bleach. I'm not done.
Oh, yeah.
Because, okay, let's say that he weighs down Genji's sword so hard it's unusable.
Yeah.
Genji's power level could be so strong that it could maybe even literally cripple him. Just by exuding it. If he is captain level, roughly.
Oh, that's
right?
a good point.
And
like at Bankai stage.
In one of the books, the kind of like companion books to Bleach, it said that all all Soul Reapers are trained in like a specific form of hand-to-hand combat, and if his power level is so much stronger, actually, if his power level is that much stronger, if there's a big enough of a gulf as I think there might be, or as I'm hypothesizing there is, literally wouldn't matter who's the more skillful fighter.
Fair enough. I kind of agree with you.
But that's my answer on it. Next.
Okay, cool. Next one.
Okay, this is the original. This is one I really like. The original Blackwatch team, right? So that's
wait, what's Blackwatch? Oh, Overwatch. Yeah, got
Reaper, Soldier, Ana.
Wait, was Ana part of Blackwatch?
She was, I think.
I thought she wasn't.
I'm pretty sure she was because they're like old soldiers together.
Maybe you're right. Okay, just put her in there for that.
Do you want to Google it?
I could, but
okay.
I feel like if we start googling things, where do we draw the line?
All right, let's say it's Ana, Reaper, and Soldier, right? Versus Batman.
Ana, Reaper, Soldier. Wait, okay. If it's the Blackwatch team, does that mean Reaper doesn't have his weird ghost powers yet?
Let's say he does. I'm gonna say he does.
Right,
it's a game generation where they're in the game.
That's a good one. Oh God, I don't know.
Okay, and then imagine.
I think Batman would lose.
He'd lose.
I think Batman. Because if it's in the WonderDome, right? Like this isn't Gotham. He can't just skulk around and like pick him off. It's the WonderDome.
Yeah.
This is like a neutral battlefield. Like
Okay, universes combined, who wins?
What does that mean? You mean they go to Gotham and have to like kill him, or like?
Let's say that they meet. They travel to a neutral city and then he has to go and get them.
Do they know he's coming for them?
Good question. Yes. So it's fair, but they're in a city environment, and he's an active normal Batman.
Does he have?
And let's switch the
Does
Ana
he have
for Tracer.
anti Overwatch spray on him?
Yes, he does. Let's switch Ana for Tracer. Let's play some Overwatch after this, man.
Yeah, actually, this is maybe we'll play a little bit of Overwatch.
Yeah. McCree 1-on-1.
You can do it if you want, yeah. I mean, I haven't played in so long. I'm definitely gonna lose. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh man, you need to get good at Overwatch again.
I've just been absent from the Overwatch circuit. You know, the teams, the professional teams, they've all wanted to be back. They've said, Leo, we need your skills.
Yeah.
And I say, I'm sorry, guys. I've got to focus on my my podcast. I'm doing my friend.
You're focusing on mostly training up Seagull right now.
Yeah, you know, he's almost there. He's almost
bit of
there.
a whippersnapper.
He's almost there. He's getting there. He's got a little way to go before he's quite to my standard, but you know.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
You know, he's got potential. He's got potential.
I don't think he has.
Oh, that's gonna clip. Okay, I think Team Fuck Off would win.
Team Fuck Off.
Team Fuck Off.
And then the good thing about this game is that you can this particular one is you can switch any of the Overwatch heroes for any of the other Overwatch heroes to make it more or less hard if you think it's too easy.
Got you. I think as the way it is.
And then after that, I have a really cool one.
This is difficult because it's like not. They're highly trained, but
because
Batman,
they don't have powers. Okay, so Tracer has 2 guns and she can teleport.
No, Tracer does have powers. Actually, if it's Tracer's involved,
she can teleport limitedly, right? So you have to imagine she can teleport in sets of 3 with a cooldown, and then she can reverse time, right? That's pretty good. So Soldier has healing grenade. He's biotic filled grenade launcher, machine gun. He's a super soldier. Oh no, Overwatch should win.
Thing is, if this is, I would immediately think that. But if this universes collide, it's in Gotham. It's the middle of the night. I think Batman is so adept at like picking people off and like I don't think it's as.
No, he swoops down on Tracer. She disappears from his grasp out of nowhere.
Does he know their powers?
Well, if he knows their powers, he's going to win every time.
No, but I don't mean he's prepared. I mean he just knows their powers.
Yes, he. This game is really broken.
You've only just realised that.
It sucks because it's like.
I think if he knows their powers.
Yeah.
I think it's 7 out of 10 for Overwatch.
Yeah, I think so.
I wouldn't.
Because he swoops down Tracer, she disappears, and then Soldier shoots him.
Yeah, so I think, honestly, yeah, Batman would pretty much win most of the time. Overwatch would win most of the time.
Yeah.
Get out of our room, you idiot!
Get out of here!
We are recording a podcast.
Dylan, who would win?
You can sit in for one if you
Actually, okay, alright, you get to sit in for
My little brother is going to sit in for the next one.
Oh, yeah, because little brother's so cool.
His opinion's going to be nuanced and original and cool.
I had 2 leg cramps and now I can't walk.
He's 9 years old.
Yes.
It's Dylan Mears.
He's 6 years old, Dylan Mears.
Barack Obama versus Hitler.
Wait, is that an actual one?
That's what I wrote down.
Wait, is this a fist fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, has he got the Chaos Emeralds?
Immediately the podcast is ruined. I think honestly, Barack Obama would win because he just seems like a strong...
Hitler seems like a little bitch, right?
Hitler seems like a little bitch.
I think he would probably set up like a trap or something.
No, you don't understand. We're saying
Honestly,
this in a situation called the WonderDome, right?
Oh,
everything's in the WonderDome. It's a completely blank environment.
Yeah, and the thing is, everyone just gets put there without any knowledge of each... Well, without any preparation.
No preparation.
No prep time.
They just like, oh, how'd I get here?
Yeah. Fist fight.
Fist fight.
Bevan's fist fight.
Brock
wins.
What if they have a gun? What if they have a gun?
What if they have the gun deal? That's like another scenario.
I watched the story of Barack Obama. It's called Barry, because that was his name he went by before.
Are you being
Barack.
serious? Is that
yeah? Because it was like his I don't know if it was like his white name, quote unquote. But
his white name.
White name.
His
white
name.
Yeah, because Barack Obama was a slave.
Yes.
No, Barack. Actually, no. I think the slave name just means the white name. So
yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's why I know. That's why. Thanks, Will, for making me seem racist to all our podcast viewers. Now they're all
You're
gonna.
quite racist.
Hey.
Backstory: Leo's a racist.
Yeah, I was part of the KKK for a brief period of my life. I will say though, they made very nice cakes.
Yeah, and their pension plan is excellent.
They had great workers union.
Do they have medical?
I mean, okay, fine. Slight side thing: they did want to kill all of the people who weren't white. Yes.
Yeah.
True.
But if you can't look past that, then really do any of... I mean...
Exactly.
Do they have dental?
Yeah, exactly.
They have dental?
Can you say the same...
That's the thing. There's a hot debate about the dental thing, right? Because
the
thing is, they argued that they didn't need dental because they already had such a good health plan. But...
The health plan is really good, though.
Let's stop getting...
And you get company car. Why am I complimenting the KKK?
I don't know what we're doing.
They're a terrible organisation.
Dylan,
Alright, so...
it was all a joke. If anyone, for some reason, didn't catch that.
Yeah.
We do not endorse racism or white supremacy.
I'm gonna go on the record and say something really brave right now, but I don't like the KKK. Applaud me, yes, applaud. Yes, I'm so good.
You are the best. You are the best person.
This has to be the loudest segment of it.
Yeah, there's massive clipping.
I do consider myself a great guy because of that. Mostly because of that. Here's my stance: hate KKK, not a fan of war, think disease is bad.
You are
best guy.
You are the single.
I think
greatest.
Hitler would win. He used to be
You
a
are the
boxer.
single. You are the single
Do you know he used
greatest.
to be a boxer?
You are the single greatest human being.
Yeah, I'm perfect.
I've ever met.
I pretty much don't
Gandhi did the Salt March. He did the Salt March. Well, you know what he did? He did that to stop the oppression.
Leo.
Will. He did that to stop the oppression of the Indian people.
Blah, blah.
But you know what you did? You know what you did? You know what you did? You came out against Hitler.
Yeah, I bravely spoke out against war.
Yeah.
Not a fan of it. I don't like it very much. Also, you know the thing?
Winston Churchill once said...
I have been desperately campaigning on my Facebook about how war is bad, disease should be stopped, and homelessness not great.
Yes. You know, Winston Churchill, he once said,
yeah.
Will, he's a cool guy.
Actually, on my keynote speech to all my Tumblr followers, I came up with a brave statement of, be who you are, or who you want to be.
I said, the world is an oyster. I am the clam.
I am the clam. I am the walrus. Yeah.
Alright, Dylan.
I said, okay, guys. Life is a piece of paper. Write on it what you will.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Guys,
Will.
I'm a hero.
Okay, next.
Where's my medal? My granddad fought in a war, wins a Purple Heart. I come out with this brave, brilliant stuff. I didn't get nothing.
Next question.
Bullshit. Oh, he died in war.
So
he saved a bunker of people.
Oh, he helped that little Jewish girl get out of the fire, and she lived a nice, fulfilling life.
I once got given a lunch pass in school because I did well in maths.
Dude, I think you're way too far away from the mic for anyone to hear you.
Oh yeah,
right. I won.
No, don't you dare, don't you dare. If you go next to the mic and start screaming in it, I'm gonna slap you. This is a slap, guys. Listen to this.
Yeah, Leo has to edit this, right?
Oh my god.
Which is why I really want an alien sound followed by Barack Obama coughing 3 times.
All of these things you wish for will not come true.
I gave you the alien sound.
No, Will, be careful what you wish for.
Okay.
Because there could be serious
I'm sorry, it's
negative
just really hard to hear
repercussions.
you over the sound of you editing John Cena screaming over you.
I'm not good at...
What's that John Cena? International superstar and previous Marine?
See, this would work if you... And previous Marine.
He's a war hero.
He's done so much for our nation. Anyway, next question. Go
on. Okay, Leo's dad. I don't know why you needed to edit in your dad saying Hitler wasn't that bad. Okay, this is a really good one actually. It's Big Daddy versus Diva.
Ooh.
Isn't that cool?
Do you know who Big Daddy is, Dill?
Yeah, from Bioshock.
Okay, cool.
That's what I call my boyfriend. It's not
Fuck
true.
you.
Fuck you, Will. I do.
Oh, I can't be
I
gay.
wanna fuck you.
Oh, in the lore of this podcast, I'm gay.
After this question, though, I think it's time for you to...
You know you have the dirtiest mouth.
Why are you
I know.
editing me
To
and
bid,
screaming
to
over
bid,
everyone?
it is time for you to bid adieu.
Look, I just say you have the dirtiest mouth for a 9-year-old.
It's very disappointing.
Your
parents would be very disappointed.
Well, yeah, guess what happened today? I got a good contact because I did well in physics.
Again,
Fuck
way
you.
too far from the mic.
And besides the point as well.
Is this far away from the mic?
Dylan!
What Dylan just did is go up to the mic and scream in, but what he does not realise is that I am editing the video, and therefore that will not be put. I will edit that so it's incredibly
Put
quiet.
that in the bloopers.
I'm just gonna cut out your
You
whole
will be
section.
whispering that. In the lore of this this podcast, I'd like to be
The
gay.
WonderDome has really gone off the rails.
I
No,
think it was never on the rails.
It was never on the rails to begin with.
it was
probably.
no. I don't like structure. Let's just because like we can improv over it. Hey, Big Daddy versus Diva. Who's
Anyway,
winning?
Diva, because she's a girl.
Okay, wait.
Oh, what a beautifully feminist
Nice,
point of view.
Dylan.
Dylan
Nice,
Dylan said
Dylan.
Diva because she's a girl, and he really
Nice one.
he believes that women are actually better than men.
Why
is that funny? Oh, that's not, guys. That's not funny. Women are so strong.
Hey, take that back.
Again, see what a hero I am. I'm coming up with this amazing stuff.
I like. I think honestly.
I think Tyson from Beyblade would win.
Oh yeah, you should have put that on. Damn it. Okay, no. Changing the question. Big Daddy from Bioshock versus Tyson from Beyblade. Come on. Tyson.
Wait.
He has a spinning top which can break through buildings.
Does Tyson?
It's pretty
Guys.
fucking tough, dude.
Guys, does Tyson have Heart of the Cards?
He does have
Wave
the
the Bay.
He does have the
Wait,
spin.
you-
I forgot. That's the title of the first episode, isn't it? It is. You're right. You're completely
Way
right.
of the Bay.
The Heart of the Cards and the Way of the Bay.
Okay,
They always
guys.
have to have like a slogan.
Who wins? Heart of the Cards or Way of the Bay? What would you rather have going into a fight?
Heart of the Cards is the ability to cheat. So Heart of the Cards.
Oh, yeah,
Way
okay.
of the Bay is just a philosophy.
Like, Leo,
Heart of the Cards is the ability
Wait,
to
no, no,
spin.
You
Heart-
can
Heart-
spin
guys.
real good.
You spin
Real good.
You spin real good.
Why don't you just spin for me?
Okay,
Real
I'll give you
good.
£100 if you go to any girl at a pub or a bar and you go, "Hey girl, you spin real good."
Pretty sure you get like pepper spray.
And she
in
brings
your
out her Beyblades like.
Who knew? Yeah, she's like the most attractive girl in there, but she brings out like the newest Beyblade. She's like, "You're so right." Fucking
Let's
throw down.
duel. And she brings out a Yu-Gi-Oh card deck as well.
Oh my god. You have when we have to go out to bars and stuff, and we have to do more pubs. We have to go out and then just
Last time I went
challenge.
to a pub, I heard a funny story where you asked for 2 beers and they were like, "What?"
Oh,
beers?"
yeah.
And it felt really
Well,
bad.
no,
Yeah. Me and Lee go to a
Oh,
pub, right?
God.
As the two least, the two most
lamest
beta
human
males
beings.
of all time. We're like, "Hello, my good man, 2 drinks, please." And he's like, "Yeah, which ones? Oh, beer. Yeah. Which ones?
The good ones.
What-
What would
what-
you recommend? That's the thing. And like immediately his eyes rolled into the back of his head,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh
It was
no.
like ID, please. As soon as he said that.
I don't
Wait,
believe
really?
you're actually
Yeah,
5.
yeah, exactly.
Just gone on to what's on tap, please. Then he would have probably given you an answer.
Not only did he not think we were of age, he thought we weren't a human. I mean, it's like...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw him calling the Ghostbusters at one point.
Hello, my good Sarah Madden. Like, so clearly aliens.
Hello, fellow human unit.
Yeah.
It is I,
Hello,
Leo.
Your finest tanker of liquid, please.
Do you have any
I would like
peanuts?
ethanol from concentrate, please.
Yeah. I'd like an
I'd
alcohol
like an
distilled
orange
using
juice.
Rye and barley into a beer-like substance, if you will. And some peanuts.
Some beans.
I would like a table to drink my drink at. Can you provide this for me, perhaps?
Yeah. The table will not need to be in a cup, merely provided beforehand.
Haha, funny joke. Anyway, on to the serious
Aha,
business.
just some real human humour for you.
I'm normal.
Hello, nice to meet you. I am normal. I mean, Steve.
I am normal. This is my friend,
Yeah.
James.
This is my friend Jennifer.
Yeah.
Who is a man.
She is very attractive, and you may have sex with her if you provide me with my alcohol and beverages.
Anyway, yeah, guys. Big Daddy versus Diva.
No, you can't send me back to the Shadow Realm.
Genuinely,
You're going back to the shadow realm.
guys. I think Big Daddy wins.
Oh yeah, we haven't finished the question.
I think
actually,
because basically he's mostly because Diva's mostly metal and she's lighter and she probably has a stronger construction.
Guns.
She does have guns.
Can you kill the Big Daddies and Bioshocks?
Yeah, but they
with
take a hell of a lot of stuff, right?
She is a
Okay,
defense matrix.
Actually, I can prove that the Big Daddy wins. I think.
I haven't played Bioshock, so I really don't.
Not prove it, but I think I've worked it out. So the average pistol in the game of Bioshock on normal difficulty takes like quite a lot of shots to kill them, right?
Okay.
I'm
But she has
thinking
laser pistols.
at least 15, right? Now, the McCree revolver. Let's think of the weakest gun in Overwatch. It actually is the it might be the Diva out of suit pistol.
Sure.
How many shots is that to kill an in suit Diva on the other team? Like.
Correct.
I think it's roughly the same, right?
We're speaking like R2D2.
It's roughly the same, but then the revolver, I think, inherently is stronger
What was that, R2D2?
Shut up,
It's
guys!
Bird Boy.
I think it's stronger DPS than the out of suit Diva gun. So that means necessarily, if they're roughly the same in terms of amount to kill, I actually think the Diva gun's a little longer. That means inherently the Bioshock Big Daddy's armor is stronger.
Wait, aren't you assuming for this that the Big Daddy's armor is as strong as Diva's?
Stronger, yeah, I think it's stronger.
Based on what?
Relative to
Basic
Okay,
maths.
here's my argument.
basic maths.
Basic maths. Basic arithmetic, Leo. No.
I've used maths! Maths! You didn't tell me you knew maths!
Ah, no! Not maths!
You know maths!
Well,
That's so uncool!
This whole podcast's pointless. No, no. If we
This whole podcast is pointless?
If we assume, right?
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing.
I've already worked it out. Guys,
Let's
I've
move on to
done
the next
maths.
question.
no, sorry. JK, what were you saying?
I was gonna say that if we assume that like, oh fuck, you made me lose my train of thought, you fucking shit.
Power
The
of
Big
math.
Daddy in Bioshock. The
Yeah.
Big Daddy!
Hey!
The Big Daddy! His armor looks like it's made out of like old
Rocks.
shit, like patched together. It doesn't look very sturdy.
It's a diving suit.
Yeah, it's a diving suit. Diva's armor is like high
Military grade.
high tech,
Rocks.
futuristic rocks. It's made out of rocks.
Guys, it's made of high-tech, military-grade cardboard.
Tactically placed
Yeah.
to avoid
Discomfort.
discomfort and maybe mild itching and
Yeah,
sores and sores exactly. So I think Diva would win because I think her armor is
I
better
will
than the.
fight you to this, to the death. I will fight you to this on the death.
Oh no. However, counterpoint
Yeah.
to my own argument,
Mm.
Reinhardt's hammer can beat through Diva's
Skull.
Diva's machinery, and that looks like it's just a big hammer.
Yeah, but don't forget that's rocket powered. He has, I believe, hydraulics in his suit.
However, Big Daddy has a drill.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think actually
Do they just have a drill?
I think the DPS in the drill is very high.
Do they just have a drill? Like,
I'm gonna give it 6 out. I'm gonna give 6. Okay,
actually, that's a good point. Dual raise, because there are actually 3 types of Big Daddies. There's one with a big ass rivet gun.
Yeah.
They can shoot like massive bolts into people, and it's really, really high DPS. And there's also there's the Bioshock 2 one, which is the original Big Daddy.
Can we just use one version of it?
Let's say your most basic bitch Big Daddy, right? So it's like drill and that's it.
Drill. I get 6 out of 10 to Big Daddy. I think I've changed my mind a little bit.
I say my dad.
my Big Daddy. Big Daddy. He's bigger than your daddy.
Cool if your dad was just a Big Daddy, but you never. It was just like accepted. He was. It was just like.
What do you mean Big Daddy? I don't know what you mean.
It's just like a JoJo's hunk. He's just.
Yeah. Oh, there are tons of JoJo's ones I saw on the Reddit that I wanted to put on here, but would make no sense. Anyway, yeah, next one. Anyway, I mean, you can stay if you want, though, by the way, or you can. I mean, it's your
need to take a shit.
Why don't you go for that? And you can come back
instantly lower the tone of the podcast.
Yeah, we have to cut that out, Dill. We don't like people talking about human bodily functions.
You get confused and you leave a giant shit in here, and you go in there, and you're like, all right, Captain America versus Soldier 76. Captain America versus Soldier 76.
That's the one I put on, I think.
Who wins?
Soldier.
I don't know.
I think you know.
Wait, there's the same character.
That's why I thought it was funny.
They're the same character, one with a shield and one with a gun.
One is a shield.
I think it was on Reddit. I think that Soldier. No.
Yep.
No, American.
He has heels.
Hero
he has heels.
America boy.
America boy would win.
All that would happen is that
Captain America boy.
He would shoot his gun. They would hit with the shield. He would heal himself. Soldier Simpsons would heal himself.
He would use a grenade.
And then he would use a grenade.
I think
Captain America would call him a Nazi.
To be honest with you, I think actually it would devolve into a hand-to-hand situation because I don't think that he could land a shot with him with his pulse rifle. I think that firstly his bullet velocity is way too low, and I think that his rate of fire is way too low.
He'd run out of bullets
and run away. Then Optimus Prime. Oh, you know.
Okay, look. We know for a fact, right, that Captain America can reliably block like average Nazi grade 1940s like submachine guns, right?
Yeah.
And they probably on average have a slightly higher rate of fire in terms of like that being the fact that makes something harder to block than Soldier 76. So we know that he can block Soldier 76, which means he's gonna have to go in close. And if he goes in close, Captain America is gonna win. So based on that logic, Captain America wins.
I was already thinking Captain America wins, so yeah, I agree with you.
I say Soldier fucking.
Well, you just be a contrarian piece of shit then.
He has heels and he runs really fast.
I don't like how
his ability is that he can run. That's a really like lame ability.
When you really think about it, it's like I can sprint.
Reaper, he can teleport, make himself like ethereal. He has the ability to turn in a spiral and kill everything around him. Diva, defense matrix, the ability to fly. Soldier 76, he can run.
Really fast.
He can sprint.
He can run.
He has a gun.
He has a gun.
He can run at average human speed.
Something the rest of the Overwatch cast lacks in ability, by the way.
I think something else that like characters can do that are cool, that are uncool in Overwatch. I don't think there is one.
No, I can't think of one off my head. No.
Bearing in mind that Reinhardt's normal attack is a hammer. I think it's a rocket-propelled hammer designed to beat off a robot invasion. I mean, it's pretty cool, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah.
No, everyone's fairly cool, apart from Soldier. He's lame. He's a stupid boy.
Even Bastard's
I think it'll be really.
Soldier.
I think you're both gonna be really quiet. It's gonna be me talking to two very quiet people.
This is my kidnapping ASMR. Welcome. I'm here to kidnap you and bind you up, and that's it.
I really like memes.
This podcast is going too
God.
long. Let's get. We're reaching a climax. I think we have to get to the next one.
I'm definitely reaching a climax.
Well done, Dill. Ruining the subtlety of the joke.
Yeah, my super subtle joke. Dr. Manhattan versus Goku. Dr. Manhattan.
I put this on because I thought it was kind of close.
I don't know who Dr. Manhattan is.
Dr. Manhattan wins because he...
I haven't read... I actually have read Watchmen, but it was a while ago.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan wins because it doesn't matter how.
I have no idea who he is. So,
You realize that
you going, Neil?
Dr. Manhattan isn't a.
Enjoy your gay podcast.
Dylan's out. See you, Dylan. Do you have anything last words you want to say?
I've got you bit pieces, and I'm never giving them back.
Something Tyson from Beyblade would definitely say.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous, guys. We need to just keep it together.
We need to keep our act together.
I just have I just noticed that on the back of my piece of paper there's misanthropy.
Oh, it's from the beginning. We were like,
oh yeah. I was like,
we have to. We didn't write who won on any of them. I don't think so. We can't do our big end of thing battle. Ugh, whatever.
We'll do it next time.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, Manhattan wins because Manhattan. Dr. Manhattan's not a no longer a person. He's literally so powerful. He's no longer a character. He's a plot point. He can exist in multiple instances at once, and each one of those instances can live full lives with like full personality and intelligence and power.
Can he blow up a planet?
Yes.
Okay. Right.
He can destroy the universe.
Oh, okay. Dr. Manhattan wins then, definitely.
I believe he can destroy the universe.
Okay.
He can literally create his own universe, in a separate plane of reality and then invite women up there and have sex with them, which was a part of the
movie, wasn't it? Or was that
no,
in the comics as well?
Part of the comic book.
Okay.
Yep. He makes a world of like gold skyscrapers for him to take his girlfriend on, and he's super disinterested because he's like the most powerful creature in existence.
I remember that part.
And she goes up there and they do it.
Yep. Does he even like get pleasure from that anymore? Or
I don't think he exists within human confines of emotion.
Skype message or whatever.
All right, James Bond versus Luke Skywalker, Episode 5.
That's a good one.
It is a good one.
This is a good one. This is a good kind of. I think is this the final one?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a good one to end it on. I think. Wow. Okay.
My feeling is James Bond.
Really?
Yeah.
You think why?
Because I think that if he has a full set of gadgets, including like smoke pellets, he has his gun. I don't think that.
Episode 5.
I don't think that the Star Wars characters can block bullets.
They can.
Bullets?
Yeah.
Not lasers. Lasers being
Same
much
thing.
slower than bullets.
No. Why would they use lasers then? The only reason they use lasers is so.
Don't forget, Star Wars is in the past, not the future.
No, yeah, but the technology they have far supersedes ours. Like that is.
Yeah, but objectively speaking, you look at Star Wars, and the velocity of the projectiles is much slower.
But that's only so they could like portray the idea of lasers. Like that's not.
So you're saying that really it was a hypothetical, like they're much faster in real life?
I think if in Star Wars bullets would work against Jedis, they would have used bullets already.
Are you sure it's not so lasers like would work in space, whereas bullets might not?
I'm sure because most of the things that happen.
Bullets do work in space.
Yeah, because yeah,
there's
exactly.
No
it takes place on normal gravity.
In fact, bullets are better in space.
Yeah.
There's no gravity. There's no Coriolis effect.
I think even if you were to argue the bullets are faster, I don't see any reason why Jedis couldn't stop them either.
No, I think a full assault from even a semi-automatic weapon handled by an expert could take down a Jedi.
Actually, I also disagree because even if you were to argue that, I still think that they could stop those bullets. But I think even if you were, just for the sake of argument, to say they couldn't, they could still stop them before they could shoot, like Darth Vader did to Han Solo in Episode 2, I think.
Han Solo wasn't... Oh, you mean...
Sorry, Episode 5, I guess. Sorry,
yeah.
I meant, yeah. Because he, like, brought his gun, Darth Vader was like, no.
Yeah, but like a smoke pellet, and then... I think...
you can stop the smoke pellet. If he just saw him reaching something, he'd just immediately immobilize him.
I think that if Luke Skywalker was stranded on human world, I think...
Does he have... He has a lightsaber in this.
Bond's...
Also, you can deflect bullets with lightsabers, can't he?
No.
Yeah.
No, because lightsabers are energy, lasers are energy, so they rebound, whereas bullets would be physical material.
I imagine they just disintegrate them.
Yeah, they'd be sliced up.
Hmm.
I don't think Luke Skywalker has ever even encountered a bullet before. I think that'd be perplexing. And
I don't think he would have encountered a bullet, but I would have thought he'd encounter a gun.
No,
the laser blasters are the same.
There's
shape.
no way around it. Bullets are much quicker than lasers from the Star Wars movie. No matter what you say about the technology, that's just objectively true.
I think it's objectively true in the sense if you measured the speed at which the laser's went in the movies, then yeah, you're right. However, I would argue the only reason they were like that in the movie was probably so you could see the lasers clearly and they weren't just like they weren't just like lines on the screen. And also, I think even if you were to argue that lasers were faster than them, regardless, I think that he could stop them. And also, even if you were to disregard that, I think that he could still beat James Bond because he would just see him reaching for anything and he'd stop him immediately. Like anything he would reach for, or
I think he's a smarter opponent than Luke Skywalker. I think he's.
I'd
I
agree
think
with
he's a
you
much
there.
more. I think he's a much more highly trained competitor. Than
I'd
Luke
agree with
Skywalker.
you there. However, I think James Bond's greatest ability shines through when he with his resourcefulness and his ability to play on his surroundings. In which I don't, and in that sense, I don't think he'd do well in the WonderDome.
Well, that's kind of what I was. Yeah, I think you're right, but no, you're right. You are right. I think that in the real world, Bond wins every time. Honestly, I think because of the nature of how spies work, right? Even let's say that I disagree about the lasers. I think it does hinge on that.
I think we just
right, and I think there's a pretty. I don't know.
If he has the jump on Luke,
I think that it's incalculable what the chances of Luke not allowing him to draw his weapon. Generally speaking, because I don't know about the logistics of a fight going down. However, I don't. But the bullet speed thing, it does hinge on.
Well, I don't think you can just disregard the grabbing for the gun thing, though. I don't think it's fair because, like, you could say that about anything in a fight.
Do you seriously think that Luke Skywalker's reflexes could match James Bond's in not allowing him to draw and shoot?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Darth Vader did it with Han Solo. It could happen with James Bond. And in that wasn't in a neutral scenario. That was a scenario where, I mean, admittedly he was waiting for him, but it still wasn't a plain WonderDome.
What did he do?
They basically went into the room. They saw that Lando Calrissian had sabotaged them. Where he saw Darth Vader. Immediately, Han Solo reached for the gun. Darth Vader just went like whoop, and it went away.
See, you know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Daniel Craig, like trained to perfection, James Bond. I'm thinking of like the much more brutal later version where he's like the brutality of that character. I think far outweighs anything from the Star Wars mythology.
I think even if you were to have like a Western gunslinger who's like the fastest drawer in the world, I don't think you could outspeed the Force.
No, because the Force is an extension of the Jedi's will and their full reaction time.
Yes, but it's because it's will. It's like you could also argue that he just because it's like a thought-based thing anyway. You, like with something like a gun, you need to go through the physical motions.
Episode 5, Luke Skywalker. I'm guessing this is pre-training of.
That's fair enough.
He has to use his hands, and he won't be that quick. Yeah, and he's not. And don't forget, he's a farm boy from Kansas. He's not going to match the reflex speed of a MI6 trained operative. He's just not. James Bond is going to pull and draw before Luke Skywalker even knows he's doing it, in my opinion. And then even if he does...
Okay, actually, I have a counter argument for that. If you're pulling and drawing, with a gun, you have to point exactly where you're shooting, right? You have to... it's not like... The Force isn't a precise thing in the same sense. It's not a gun. You don't have a chance of missing. If you see the thing and your hand is aimed towards generally the area, it's like a mental thing at that point, right? With a gun, like he'd have to draw it to a precise point. Luke Skywalker wouldn't have to go far. Therefore,
I said farm boy from Kansas, by the way, thinking of Superman. that's my.
Well, it kind of works because he kind of
Tatooine,
is
the Kansas of Star Wars.
Tatooine's the
no, because I always say that because I think that's the most interesting aspect of Superman. Just a side note.
Sure, fair enough. I agree.
Not the most, but one of the most.
Yeah.
In that he was raised like a sort of the earth farmer, but he's Superman. That's such a cool part.
That is cool, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think... Okay, you want me to give my final judgment on this, I think? Yeah. Because I don't think it's going anywhere from here.
Sure.
I think it's 6 out of 10 Luke. No, yeah, 6 out of 10 Luke.
See, I think it's 7 out of 10 Bond.
I see. I can see your argument about the reflexes, and I think you're right. That definitely gives Bond a better chance than I give him credit for at the beginning.
Yeah.
However, I still think it's Luke.
I think final analysis... even post-training of Yoda, but especially pre-training, but let's say post-training of Yoda, right?
Yeah.
I think that this sort of like young farm boy with like very little combat experience is just not going to have the lethality or the reflexes to match a force to gun draw with a.
Does he know that they're in a fight from the beginning?
Yes.
Or does he just pull a gun on him and then shoot? Because the thing is also you have to remember the force is also part of his reflexes. The Force, he like a lot of his kind of like the Force works in Star Wars universe like spider senses a lot of the time. It's something I've just realized. Like remember when he was training for the ball thing, shooting lasers, he can predict where the lasers come from and that they're even coming in the first place. And therefore, I would argue that would let him have fast enough reflexes.
I think if there's the same start time from both of them to start fighting, I don't think. Whether he realizes it or not, I don't think it's about mental reflex. I think it's about physical, like.
But I think this is like a supernatural reflex, though. Is my argument.
Yeah, in terms of awareness, but not in terms of literally being able to put your hand up fast enough. I think.
Yeah, but as I said before,
for Daniel Craig Bond,
sure,
the most brutal of the Bonds. That's gonna be a split second.
Wait, is Daniel Craig really the most brutal of the Bonds?
Oh, easily.
Okay, that's sure.
I mean,
I've only seen like one of the Bond movies outside of Daniel Craig, so I wouldn't be able to say. I'm just surprised.
He was a much darker, more brutal hero.
Okay, I agree. I agree
Dude,
with
you're,
you.
You're leaning away from the mic, man.
Oh, sorry, I'm stretching in my defense.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
1 second, I'll stop finish stretching. Okay, I see what you mean. However, I think of the Force as something that would grant you superhuman abilities in your ability to move as well, and also I would argue that because it grants you superhuman awareness, it would allow him to draw before Daniel Craig would draw, because he'd be aware that Daniel Craig would draw in the first place. Because it's been shown that he can tell when things are going to happen and where they come from. Therefore, it would grant him the ability to at least catch up with Daniel Craig.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I mean, let's run through this. They go in together.
Yeah.
Daniel Craig, they already know that they're each other's opponents.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Bond draws, and then
or he starts to draw.
Let's say they walk through 2 gates. Like we're talking like Tatooine, like Rancor Pit, kind of like 2 big metal gates open. They get pushed out. They become then aware that they're each other's opponents. I think Bond can hit with a pistol from pretty much any distance within an enclosed environment, right? At a single target. That probably isn't running around a hell of a lot because they just got pushed to the same gate.
Yeah, if it starts running a little bit, he's like, where do I hit? Because then you just finish the movie. So anyway, yeah, go on.
Yeah, so he pulls out the gun, and then Luke's just realized he's done it. So maybe. I think that
I have another argument
in
on
this.
By the way.
I think that the bullet time that it takes, because bullets are so quick that it's a negligible part of the interaction, right? Because the bullet's there, right? I don't think any Jedi can prepare for or block a bullet speed projectile, unless you've ever seen a Jedi move his hand as fast as a speeding bullet or faster.
However, I kind of have, because here's my argument.
Actually, you know what? You know in the early stage,
But no, I have an argument. Can I make it?
Yeah, sure.
Because I just realized I'm okay. Okay, I'm assuming I'm remembering this right.
Yeah.
Okay, who would win in a Mexican standoff? Han Solo
was about to say that.
or Bond? Yeah, because if Han Solo would win, the thing is, or at least on the same level, you have to remember when Darth Vader beat Han Solo, it's very similar to the scenario we're talking about now, because they walk in the room, they see each other, they're both aware immediately they're enemies. However, Han Solo, he draws his gun and doesn't get to shoot. Darth Vader stops him before he can shoot. Because I remember this clearly, because I remember seeing in the new Star Wars movie Kylo Ren stopping a laser and thinking, oh, that's the first time that's happened, I didn't know that could happen. Because in the original, Han Solo never gets a chance to shoot. Darth Vader literally, maybe he did and he deflects it with his lightsaber. Fuck, I might be wrong.
You know what it is? Vader puts up his hand and it swallows the laser.
Does it?
Yep. He blocks it with his hand almost.
Oh, well, if that's the case, then he can just do that. I think, because if Luke can, if we can assume the Force has that kind of versatility,
I think I know what it hinges on.
Speak words.
Should we speed up the
versatility? That's what.
No, should we speed up the Star Wars universe of the late films to be as in the same? Don't do that.
Oh, sorry, I'm just fidgeting.
It's gonna come up on mic again.
Yeah, no, I realize.
Should we speed up the Star Wars universe to be the same, to be coherent with the Bond universe?
Okay, here's my argument, right?
Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
So you mean speed up the bullets?
For example, campy 70s Han Solo is slower than Bond because Bond's in a much more hardcore movie, especially Casino. I'm talking Casino.
I think Bond would be as fast in terms of drawing.
Yeah, I know, but technically no, because what's the likelihood that they're the exact same speed? Pretty low.
Well, no, but my point is he is a guns. He's the same archetype of character in terms of he is a hardened gunslinger, right? He if we go by the rules, the internal rules of the movies, I can't imagine him being any slower than Bond.
No, me neither. But I can imagine the way the film's directed and the way that 70s action worked is that it was kind of it wasn't as quick as action is now, right?
Yeah.
So do we speed up the internal logic of that film to be the same of Bond?
Maybe. Okay, I have a separate point I want to make now.
Should we say that all people are now in our universe and they're just translated to our version of them? So
yeah, sure.
So Han Solo,
well, that's the conditions of the WonderDome,
right?
So baby.
Yeah, in that case.
Can I make one more point? Because I feel like I didn't make the point I wanted to make good well enough.
Yeah, sure.
I kind of have more I want to say.
Do it closer to the mic.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I always just lean back on the chair because it's so
You're
comfortable.
editing, man.
Yeah, I know. It's only going to be a problem for me later on. What I was going to say is that I think... Okay, here's my whole argument laid out for why I think Luke would win, right?
Okay.
I still think that the Force grants him some predication knowledge. Like, I think for the Jedi to react fast enough to deflect lasers even, they'd need to have some knowledge of where the lasers are going to go and where the gun is pointed.
Yeah.
2, I think the Force, because it's not like a gun and doesn't have a direct, precise, like, aiming point, it could, even before he's reached his full arc of, like, his arm being up there, the act of the Force would already be in place.
Ooh.
And also, I think that he wouldn't even have to make a full arm motion. Like, to shoot with a gun, you have to make a full arm motion, right? You have to be aiming at your thing.
Not necessarily.
What?
Down by the hip, gunslinger position.
But that's never how Bond shoots.
No,
we have never seen... Have you ever seen Bond shoot that way?
But I've never seen him in a Mexican standoff draw situation.
But would he immediately be able to know he was in that situation? Does he know Luke's powers?
Yeah.
Does he know Luke's powers?
No.
Okay, then he'd probably go for a normal shot, wouldn't he? If he doesn't know Luke's powers, Luke definitely wins.
But then you have to imagine that Luke doesn't know he has a gun.
No, because you can see a gun. You wouldn't be able to see the Force.
Well, would it be pocketed? Because don't forget, James Bond is a spy.
Well, James Bond generally keeps his gun in clear. Like, assuming they're both...
No, he doesn't. He's a spy.
But but you're assuming... No, I know.
Job.
Yeah, and in a spy job, the reason why he would be holding his gun, hiding his gun, is because he'd be in a job as a spy. We're assuming 2 people have been randomly plucked and placed in this place with their weapons, right?
Yeah.
Why would Bond assume to hide his gun?
That would give him a tactical advantage.
I guess so, yeah.
Wouldn't it? And being a tactician and a spy.
Okay, fine. Even if he's hiding his gun, I think. No, wait, can I finish? Because I want to finish my points, man. And then after I finish my points, you make your point, because I just want to say everything I have to say about this, and then I don't have anything else. Even assuming he's hiding his gun, he'd be placed there, and he'd have to bring out his gun before he could shoot it, right? That's a logical fact.
Yeah.
Like, even if he brought it out and started shooting with his hand, Luke would see the gun.
Yeah.
My point being that if Luke sees the gun and he knows he has a gun, but Bond doesn't know he has powers, or Bond would assumedly just go for a normal shot. There's no reason why he would go for a hip shot or something, right?
No, true.
And Luke would be able, because Luke would just be able to move his hand like quickly and like that and get the gun out of the way, because he would see the gun but he wouldn't see his powers. But Luke would win. However, if they both know each other's powers, it's a little more complicated. Because then Bond would just try and shoot as quickly as possible, right, before he could deflect his gun out of the way.
Yeah.
However, Luke would, assuming that, it basically comes down to, would the Force give you predication for knowing like that he's going to shoot and therefore be able to move in time to react fast enough? I
don't think the predication is a important factor.
I think it is, because then if you know the gun's going to be there, you just move your hand before they move it. Or Luke would just move it. If Luke knew there was a danger, he'd move his hand there as quickly as possible.
Honestly, I think that... Okay, I understand what you're saying. And actually...
I want to make my final point.
Sorry, go ahead.
My last final point is going back to the bullet thing.
Yeah.
I don't think in the Star Wars universe they would use pistols if they were actually slower than guns. And my reason is, given all the technology they have the ability to warp through space. Like, okay, there is a chance that they could have the ability to warp through space and have laser guns and have laser swords and the ability to stop laser bullets. There is a chance that there's like, they just haven't developed the technology around gunpowder. Or maybe gunpowder doesn't exist. But even like, considering how far their technology has come, I cannot imagine that they wouldn't have found something faster to or equal than the bullets of our world. And therefore, I think that there's proof within the Star Wars canon and universe that bullets can be deflected in the form of lasers.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That does make a lot of sense. I think that you make a good point. I think logically it makes a lot of sense. But I think that there's a couple of factors I don't think you're right on.
Sure. Go on.
First of which, I don't think predilection matters, because they're basically pushed in so quickly that there's like, if they were sitting around a table, right, and had to reached for his gun,
sure,
and they're in a social situation, fine. But if they're just pushed in, predilection doesn't mean anything, because predilection.
But then, how did Jedi's deflect bullets with their like lightsabers and stuff? Like they have clear like spider sense esque.
I think it means that they can see stuff going. It doesn't mean they can see an event before it happens. It's
Oh
not...
no, okay. Predilection isn't the right word. You're right. It's more just. It's like a danger sense. That's all it is. It's.
Yeah, but it would be already going off when they were in the arena anyway.
Yes, but it's more specific than that.
If James Bond was behind him and he didn't know he was behind him, he could deal with that situation. And if there's a droid in front of them and a droid behind them, they can see both droids. I think that's what it means.
Sure.
But I think that like if James Bond starts to reach for his gun and he sees it and his danger sense goes off,
yeah,
it's just the same as seeing the gun being reached for.
Mm.
I don't think it makes a huge difference.
Well, my point would be as soon as you start reaching for the gun, you know what you're going for.
I think that you have to take... Yeah, exactly. So what difference does it make with a force sense?
Because generally speaking, you wouldn't necessarily know he's... Actually, I guess because he'd already be holding the gun, right?
Yeah, and let's say he doesn't when he steps in. The first thing he does is reach for his gun, so why would you need to sense it? He's not going to be standing around not going for his gun for any long period of time. So you're always going to...
Because they've just been plopped into the WonderDome anyway. Yeah, I see what you mean.
So, based on that, James Bond instantly reaches for his gun, right? I think you're overestimating the skill of Luke Skywalker. Episode 5, post-training Yoda, he's underconfident, he's super green, and he's still...
Super green?
And don't forget, he's still a teenager. With no combat experience.
He's still... Yeah.
I seriously think you're overestimating it. Don't forget, early Luke sucked. He did. That's the crux of Luke's character, is that he's a lot of pressure on this guy, but who He's
not Darth Vader yet. That's a point.
No, he's prodigiously talented, but he starts off incredibly goofy. And lastly, you have to take the merits and the idiosyncrasies of the Star Wars universe into account. And if they don't have bullets, they don't have bullets.
I really disagree with you on that. Because I think that... Okay, I will agree with you that I might be overestimating Luke's skill. And that is a fair point, and I'm taking that into account. There's less of a chance that Luke could win. Assuming that... Oh, shit. Assuming that... Even assuming that Luke is less good, or whatever. Like, there's a chance he might not be able to even deflect lasers, right?
Yeah.
There's a chance that is the case, you're right. There's a chance that he himself is, like, not even adept at that point within the rules and laws of Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
But even considering that, I wouldn't dismiss the laser thing, because the laser thing is something where I don't see... Again... they can travel at light speed. Why would they?
You're thinking if we speed up Han Solo, we should speed up lasers too, to real world WonderDome standards.
Kind of. I'm more arguing that in the Star Wars universe, if you have something that can travel at light speed, why would you not have something that can shoot at the speed of a regular human bullet? Like, that's what is...
Because it's wildly different...
I know, no, but I'm just using it... It's hyperbole, I know, but...
No, I know, but I can answer.
I'm not looking for a literal answer, though. I'm saying that I think... All I meant by that is that the technology... I'm not saying, oh, yeah, it can travel that far, therefore it has to exist. My point is that when you have technology that advanced, I don't see how they wouldn't have things that would shoot, like, as fast as bullets as well. And also, I think the only reason the bullets they look that fast is because it was a visual representation. I don't think that necessarily means they are that fast. Like, I know it sounds weird, but I don't think that bullets...
Well, it's not a bad point, because in the earlier films, lasers are much, much faster. And actually, you know what? When there's a real hailstorm of lasers coming towards the Jedi, they're literally blocking, like, simultaneous lasers at the same time. You know, like, impossibly quick.
Yeah.
Maybe, not definitely, because I have to rewatch it.
Yeah.
But possibly to... bullet standard time reactions.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't really cover... I'm going to really think about the Force thing, actually, because I think that's a good point. Like, does the Force...
Well, because I think I kind of still... Oh, yeah, that's another thing I want to... Sorry. I want to go back to the Force thing, because I know you said that you don't think it would matter if you had predilection or not. I don't completely agree on that, because the thing is that... even if you're placed in the scenario, right, and they would react to... They've realised the thing and they'd immediately go to their battle stances, right? The Force would be such an instantaneous thing, I think, that it would supersede human cognition and reaction time.
I really can't imagine Episode 5...
Well, it's quick enough to let them deflect bullets. Why would it not be quick enough to let them...
Because I just... For some reason, I really can't imagine. It's going against my it's going against my instincts to imagine that like episode 5, especially Luke Skywalker can make a quick, like literally fraction of a second bullet blocks.
Yeah,
against
that's
James
fair
Bond,
enough.
You know?
No, Luke Skywalker. This is probably the point I agree with.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yes.
Darth Maul,
exactly.
Yes.
This is one of the things I think I'm closer to agreeing with you on. Luke Skywalker, end of episode 5 specifically, is a little more difficult with
even
that.
episode
3, he's like the strongest Jedi of all time. I can't say. I think if it's episode 3, okay. Shall I give you my scores?
Because I guess episode 6, Luke.
Sorry, 6. Yeah,
gets sped up way faster. Gets sped up with reaction time, force strength, way stronger than Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan, Darth Maul, blah 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 blah. Oh, side note, do you know the Jedi, the Sith character Asa JJ Ventress?
Is this one of like the extended universe characters?
Ah man, there's some really cool stuff.
I know. It's just such a shame all of it got like retconned or whatever, didn't it? It's like none of it matters anymore.
That must feel shit for people.
Yeah, exactly.
There was a sequel, Knights of the Old Republic, and it was basically like
There's another game series.
There was a
game
comic book along the same name.
Oh, maybe it was because I think the games came first.
Or it might have been Ghost of the Old Republic, or something like.
Okay.
It was this guy with a yellow lightsaber, and he had like a bunch of bounty hunter friends, right? And he was always being chased by the Republic as it was getting turned into the Empire. And he was the last surviving Jedi, and it was one of the coolest things. Either yellow lightsaber, and he was always
fuck. I want to read that.
He was like barely making it through with like a kind of like a alien, like quite monstrous like bounty hunter friend, some kind of like animal creature, and it's just really cool, like a love interest, and like he was always like kind of chasing and
interest.
Yeah, but in a cool way where it's always like there's a wedge between them. That's a situation they're always trying to meet up and stuff. It's really good.
Yeah. No, I actually that sounds great. I want to read that, dude.
Yeah.
Sounds cool, dude. So I was gonna say, okay, just to give I'm gonna give my final score right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Luke, at the end of episode 3, I would give 7 out of 10. 7 times out of 10, I'd say win.
Agreed.
Maybe a little more, maybe even 8. Luke, end of episode 2, I was gonna say 5, but it might even be 4. It might be 6 out of 10 to James Bond.
I would say
maybe
7 or 8.
5. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I would do.
Yeah, I can definitely see your viewpoint. Because Luke is he's not great at the end of episode 2. He's a little bit of a.
If I remember correctly,
he loses his hand.
Even in 6,
he's a little. He's not well because in 6, right? Okay, in 6
they say he's the strongest, but even in 6, Darth Vader really kills Palpatine.
Yes, it's true.
And he's not the most effective.
But he does have his whole badass scene at the beginning where he's like he seems pretty fucking cool and shit, and he kills a bunch of people, and he's like, yeah, I can do this.
Oh yeah.
Where you can like Okay, so I think that's about it for this podcast.
Thank you for tuning in. And,
oh god, sorry if the arguments got intense. Just to let everyone know, we argue a lot, which is not in a bad way, but like we are definitely people who get into heated debates, which is part of the reason for this podcast.
I'm gonna leave you with a question, which is Tracer versus Misanthropy. It's been a good time.
8 out of 10 Misanthropy.
Yeah. Alright.
Fucking Tracer dies every time, dude. Alright.
Let's play some Overwatch.
Yeah, alright. Goodbye!
Bye!